Matthews 100 games. Matthews was missing his first game of the year and Moore was captain for the day. The Hawks had locked in second place. They couldn't catch Essendon and were 3 games clear of the nearest challengers, Carlton and Collingwood. The Magpies needed to win because they were in a desperate struggle with arch-rivals Carlton for third place. They weren't to know the Blues were going under at the Western Oval. We pick up the action 5 minutes into the third quarter, with Hawthorn leading by 3 points. Commentators Clark Hansen, Jeff Leake and Don Hyde.
There's Michael Byrne. That's a lovely tap over the back. Neville Shaw gets it, but a strong tackle by Schwab dispossesses him. Here's Banks sockering it out the back. Not very attractive football then, but that's the way it goes. The end of the season, a couple of pros or professional teams doing their stuff.
Wind blowing up rather strongly. Collingwood kicking with the aid of that breeze. Byrne goes up in ruck against Cloak, gets the tap down, but it comes down to Banks, who has a shot for goal. He's put it through. Quick as lightning was Banks to put the ball to boot and put it through from a good 45 metres out with his 8th kick for the match.
The third quarter at Princes Park, 5.5 minutes gone, and Collingwood leading Hawthorn by 3 points, 53-50. Byrne versus Fellows in this ruck duel, and Fellows knocking it forward. Byrne knocking it back to the Hawthorn half-forward line to Brereton, to Green, to Curran. Good tackling by Collingwood. Graham Allen in defence now. Has to get rid of it quickly. Taken here by Dacos. Dacos getting it down towards Dennis Banks. But a mark taken by Peter Schwab. And Schwab, under pressure from Banks, kicks the ball perhaps too hurriedly. And the end result is out of bounds on the centre wing.
Peter Russo is still minding Collingwood's Jeffrey Rains. Fellows continues to do well on the ruck. Getting better as the match goes on against Byrne, who's had a good season as well. It's Morris being tackled from behind by Neville Shaw in the back, and Morris takes a kick on the centre wing. Both teams kicked a goal in this third term in 7 minutes of play, and the ball coming up towards Payton. Brereton waits at the back. Collingwood thump it away. Green, not his usual self today, and that's not a Russell Green kick by any means. He's gone back further than when he's taken it, and Ken Judge strides after it. No one but Mullane within metres off him. Lovely pass up to Dibi Domenico, who kicked Hawthorn's 2 goals in that second term. Fiddled, gets it away. Taylor for Collingwood. Down to Richardson, good play. Mullane calls for it, out in front of him. Picks it up nicely on the wing. Into the centre half forward or forward pocket position, really. Banks had it knocked away from him. Good play in defence by Hawthorn. The ball to be thrown in.
Well, the sun out now here at Princes Park. Play in the right forward pocket for Collingwood. Kicking with this breeze. And Collingwood leading by 3 points. 8 minutes gone in this third quarter. Byrne and Cloak over the top when Calvin Moore, snapped there by Williams up into the full forward area, but good play by Mew to tap the ball away from Moore. He couldn't do anything else but to push it through for a minor score for Collingwood, and Collingwood lead now by 4 points. Collingwood 8-6-54, Hawthorn 6-14-50.
And this is Rod Lester-Smith kicking off, and he gets it straight down the field to Peter Curran. Curran a long way down from half forward, sends it into the centre, and Russell Green, the Hawthorn running player, and his kick is a wobbly one, doesn't give his forwards much chance at all. Knocked away by Graham Allen, and Allen held when not in possession, even though he had knocked the ball forward. And a free kick to the Collingwood halfback, his 8th for the match. He delivers it perfectly to Dennis Banks, who's giving his players downfield a target to kick to on the forward line. Taken here by Gary Shaw, moves it across to the centre half forward position, and Fellows on his own, unattended, an easy mark. And the Hawthorn defence very loose at the moment, particularly leaving a player like Peter Dacos, who's marked it now on his own. And Dacos having his 13th kick for the match, and within range of goal. The wind behind him on the half-forward line. Lovely kick by Peter Dacos. That's a Collingwood goal.
Gee whiz, that was a fine kick from Dacos.
Well, the young Mullane has been a good
Collingwood's
player.
lead is back to 6 points, 9 minutes further on.
He's given Collingwood lots of opportunities from that centre wing with his running game. And now Moore kicks it off to Byrne. And Byrne has been a very good player for Hawthorn towards Russo out on the centre wing. Moves it quickly to Russell Morris coming down from the half-back line. Nicely steps around Gary Shaw, but didn't get rid of it quickly enough. And then the ball is kicked off the ground by Loveridge. And the mark is taken by Jamie Turner again, defending strongly in this match. Gets it across to Graham Allen. Allen getting a pretty heavy knock from Curran. A fair bump. Curran moves the ball quickly to Domenico. Long hand pass across to Colin Robertson. Robertson has options as to what he's going to do with it. Elects to give it to Green. Green has time to steady. And does it go to Hawthorn. Magnificent teamwork by the Hawks.
Level pegging at 63, a bad bounce by umpire Saws. Fellows and Byrne clash in the middle. Greener kicked the last goal, is desperate now. Game's at quite a high pitch at the moment in this third term. Jeff Rains. Tony Shaw's a good player. Then comes back to Richard, another good player, but he can't score today, only with one behind. Gary Shaw this time from centre half forward. That's a long shot behind.
Well, now it's Collingwood's turn to kick behinds. Now Collingwood 9-10-64. They're a point in front of Hawthorn at 8-15-63. That's just on the 20-minute mark of this third term. The acting skipper for Hawthorn, Kelvin Moore, to put the ball back into play. Now, where is he going? He's going to come to the members' side. All Fellows is there. So too is Byrne. McCarthy backing up. No one to give it to. Out to the open. Payton leads. Phillips behind him. Nice play by Curran to kick it off the ground. Out to the open. Loveridge leads Taylor in the race for the ball. The quick hand pass to Russo. Chips it in short to Robertson, who can mark. That was clever play then. Colin Robertson, right half forward flank, right in front of the George Harris stand. He'll be coming up for his 12th kick. Nobody there for him to handball it to. He can give the pass to Judge, and Judge takes it. One gets the feeling that Collingwood might be tiring a little. That was Judge's third mark. As Neville Shaw comes off the ground and Ricky Barham comes on. Morris waiting to pick him up. Judge's shot for goal, though, is a shocker. It's right across the face of goal and out of bounds on the foot.
Well, Hawthorn slowly but surely starting to assert what would seem to be an ascendancy in this game. They've done well against the wind in this quarter. And the score's 1 point the difference. Mark is taken here by Byrne. Byrne tackled and gets rid of it quickly to Domenico. A high kick to the Hawthorn 10-metre square. Curran in front and unable to pull it in. McGrath's there, the young player having his first game. A Collingwood defender smothering the ball. And another bounce. And danger again here for the Collingwood defence, with the ball right in front of the Hawthorn goal. Payton is there in the ruck and takes it out of the air and spears the hand pass to Robertson. Robertson into the 10-metre square, but the Collingwood fullback, Peter McCormack, equal to the task.
Clears it. Oh, Green! Wasn't that great? Been down in form for 2 quarters, but he's really back into it in this third term. 7-8 kick for the quarter from Russell Green and kicked the goal once more. And now he's kicked it behind. So it's a big quarter for Russell Green.
64 points apiece as we come up to the time-on period in this third quarter. Collingwood kicking with the breeze, and one feels that maybe they should be a few goals up. There's the kick from McCormack. Byrne, Morris was there first, though, and takes the mark. Morris just wide of the centre square in Hawthorn's attacking area now. As Morris kicks to half forward, a high kick, plenty of leapers there. Oh, Payton hasn't been awarded the mark. He has. That was a big leap by the general.
Well, Ian Payton, a mark full of confidence. This will be his only his 7th possession in the game. His ruck counterpart, Michael Byrne, has done better, but Payton now guides it in and kicks a very good goal after an excellent mark.
Hawthorn lead 70 points to Collingwood's 64. Cloak in the ruck now with Fellows back in that forward pocket, full forward area. And Byrne's relishing that because he was beaten by Fellows. Into attack. Payton almost for his second bite. Can't take it. Domenico swats it out. Curran's had a good third quarter. He's a great player, this kid. Whips it over the top. Strong mark there from McCormack.
McCormick has been a very serviceable player. This will be his 9th kick. Oh, it's not a very good one. Turner's there. Oh, a bit of tunnel ball. Not a good pick up to Green. He butters up well, quickly off the left boot, but he's put the ball out of bounds on the fall. So it's really desperation stuff now as we approach the time-on period of this third quarter. There's Chris Langford warming up for Hawthorn. Kick by McCormick, nearly to the centre of the ground. Russo tries to fist the ball away from Richardson, but he was too strong. Kicks wide. Phillips coming down from half back. Phillips nearly up into the centre of the ground, steers the ball up, looking for Morwood. Lester Smith tips the ball away. Comes down to Gary Shaw, to Tony Shaw, over the top to Williams. But Mew was there. Clever play over the top there to Banks. Back to Williams. This is clever play, Collingwood. Kicks wide. Nearly the mark there to Barham. Couldn't get it because Robinson chipped in well. And he pushes the ball to Moore. Moore kicks wide to Di-Domenico. And Di-Domenico marks to Wallace. Now Hawthorn moved well out of defence. The lead comes from Loveridge. Loveridge marks. Judge gives him the lead. But the kicks a shocker, and Brereton marks.
Well, good anticipation by Brereton. He could tell the kick wasn't going to be an effective good one, and he made allowances for that. His 11th possession, he gets it to Di-Domenico. That's a good kick, but he's offline as the wind swings it away at the crucial moment. And another point to the Hawks. 25.5 minutes gone in the third term, and the margin is 7 points in favour of Hawthorn. And unfortunate they were to lose John Kennedy, one of their very consistent players in the first minute of play in the first quarter. Taken here by Richardson. He's on the centre wing, and he's got a chance to initiate a Collingwood forward move. Gives it to Gary Shaw, who kicks it in the nick of time. And he gets put down stupidly, I guess, by Byrne after he got rid of it. And Byrne giving away a penalty kick downfield. And Gary Shaw a bit sore and sorry. And who wouldn't be? His 13th kick, that was. Did he earn it? The kick is going to Wes Fellows downfield. And Fellows really needs to kick this goal. His 8th kick. Hawthorn leading by 7 points. He's within range. And he is a mark. Looks like a Collingwood one. Right on the line. Williams, the Collingwood skipper.
Well, geez, can take a big mark and a timely mark. John Carney, this fellow, he's all guts. Williams.
He has already kicked a goal. That's his first mark for the match. He's being set around on a very acute angle to have his 8th kick. And Collingwood needs a goal here. Almost three-quarter time. They're trailing by 7 points. They're kicking with the wing. The banana kick. Oh, that's a good one. Captain's goal.
Keeping in the game. There's only 1 point in it. That goal from Williams was a beauty. It's 70-71. Hawthorn have the 1 point advantage. Cloak's been a poor play for Collingwood. They're giving him a run in the ruck now to try and stretch him out a bit. This is Langford. A wild kick out there to Di-Domenico, who's been hot and cold, but mostly hot, I think. Brereton. Well, he's come from nowhere. Had a dreadful first, undisciplined first quarter in his play. It's his 4th mark, but he's starring in this third term. Kicked a goal earlier in this quarter. It was a good one. Lovely long kick. Beautiful kick from Brereton. Oh, he knows what goal kicking is all about. That's his 2nd. And he leaps in the air for joy. And Hawthorn now have a 7-point break.
Brereton's 2nd goal, and Hawthorn leading now by 7 points. Tony Shaw out of the middle to put Hawthorn into attack. Barham, who spent a lot of time on the bench, so he's fresh, has a shot from goal from half forward, but he's offline and through for a behind. What a great effort that was by Ricky Barham. That was his 3rd kick, and the difference now 6 points as we approach the 29-minute mark of this third quarter. Chris Mew to put the ball back into play.
Elects to kick it to the halfback flank on the members' side. Burner's there. Morwood up over the top. And the ball is taken by Gary Shaw, who's been a busy player for Collingwood, into the full forward zone. And Williams is there and knocked away by Chris Mew again. And kept in play and taken here by Richardson. And a good shot by Richardson is a magnificent goal. Tremendous goal by Mike Richardson.
But what a great piece of play by Williams.
It certainly was. And the scores again for, I think, the 3rd time a level, 77. That was Loveridge battering his way through there. This is Tony Shaw out towards Barham. Morris helped the Dippy a minute ago to get away then. Loops the handball at Terry Wallace. Terry had a good first half, but run out a bit of steam this time. Dippy a minute ago butters up. Curran on the half volley. Chipped out the back. Judge! To a tee. Beautiful stuff. What an opportunist is Ken Judge to kick his third goal.
Well, we've seen 10 goals in this quarter. Magnificent quarter of football. Ken Judge's third goal. Hawthorn leading now by 6 points as Dippy Domenico kicks towards Brereton, who now has McEwen on him. Curran, who has lifted his game, kicks up the Judge, and Judge is marked at half forward. Oh, they're mercurial, these two. Curran and Judge, they seem to have the ball on a string. Judge's fourth mark. As the siren sounds for three-quarter time, and a goal here would be handy for Hawthorn as they go into the last quarter with the aid of a breeze. Judge comes in with the pressure on him, the kick's on its way, and he's put it through for his fourth goal. That's 3 goals to Judge in that quarter, that third quarter. And Hawthorn go in at three-quarter time with a handy break of 12 points. Hawthorn 12-17 at 89, Collingwood 11-11, 77.
And it's still that 12-point margin, 2 minutes into the final quarter.
Right in front of the Collingwood goal, and the Magpies trailing by 12 points. Byrne gets the tap down. Kelvin Moore along the ground. Rains is there. Langford in front. Oh, beautiful recovery by Rains, who has a shot for goal. But he's offline, out of bounds on the full. That was his 8th kick, but not a very good one. A goal there would have really put Collingwood back in this match. They're not out of it, really, trailing by 12 points. But the kick now is going to Mew.
Chris Mew's kick takes play up to the half-back line. Burners there to knock it away again. Richardson was there as well. And Hawthorn with Lester Smith over the top of Dacos, and then the ball is kicked away towards the centre of the ground, and Hawthorn getting it down to their half-forward line. And taken here by Curran. His danger, a 60-metre kick by Curran is a tremendous kick, and that's the way to do it.
John Cale can't believe it. You can see the game going down the drain. Hawthorn in front. 3 goals. Use of the wind in the last term as Byrne doing well on the ruck now to Robertson. Flicked it on. Can't get it. Collingwood's Tony Shaw hasn't stopped trying. Here's Dacos. Nicely placed shot towards Range, who's playing better now that Russo's off the field. He was replaced by Langford, who's looking after Range now on the 3rd term, and this is his 9th kick.
And it's a high one too. In comes Byrne in front to fist the ball down to Wallace, but reading the play well is Tony Shaw. If Grand player is to Banks, another good player. Over the top to Beers, who's on the ground. He has a shot for goal. A lot of pushing and shoving. Nearly the mark there to Collingwood, but the ball goes through for a behind. Oh, that was desperation stuff then by the Hawthorn defence. I don't really think they knew where it was.
Well, certainly Chris Mew, a very desperate attempt to spoil that mark, and he succeeded. Now he kicks it down to Curran, right down from the half-back line, knocked away by Rains. And Allen is there to try and get it back to Rains, and Rains now kicks it high into the air onto the Collingwood half-forward line, and Gary Shaw is there. He's got nowhere to go, and then has to handball it to himself virtually, and then gets his kick from the boundary line under great pressure from Langford. Downfield, Lester Smith defending well, takes it over the line once more. Collingwood with the ball on their half-forward line. They trail 78-95, and we're 4.5 minutes into the last term.
Clark, the wrong man got it. Terry Wallace for Hawthorn. Tony Shaw to Richardson. Maybe this time the left footer will steer it through. A good check and turn it pay to the goal. Beautiful piece of football. That's his 2nd goal.
Richardson's 2nd goal, and Hawthorn lead by 11 points. Byrne the tap down. Brereton has it now. Can he get through the pack? He does. Screws the ball around. Looking for Curran, and Curran will mark at half forward. This fellow is mercurial. He is incredible, the situations that he can get out of. That was his 6th mark. His ground play is absolutely incredible, and no doubt he'll have a shot for goal, which means it'll be his 13th kick. And he's had 19 possessions from half forward. Shoots for goal, but I think he's offline. Through from behind. So the difference now, 12 points.
That's the Collingwood runner going out to talk to Jeff Rains, giving a message from John Cale, obviously. As a dressing-gowned umpire goes out with a new ball as the other one comes in, and here we go again. Upfield to Graham Allen. Allen now gets a run on it, full-back for Collingwood, and kicks it wide to the flank position. They should be going more direct. Out it goes towards McGrath, and a kick forward here by Jamie Turner. Turner kicking it down to the centre wing. McCarthy's there. Looked like Banks was being held. Now Banks picks it up, gives it across to the mercurial Richardson. Richardson spears the pass in the cloak. Knocked away from him. He's too slow. Taken by Mew. Gives a handball. It comes back to Mew. And one of the best defenders in the game gets Hawthorn out of defence, out of trouble, into an attacking mode again from Green to Di Pierdomenico, who's on the flank position. Hawthorn deep into attack. An opportunity here for Colin Robertson. He fumbles at the crucial moment. Still playing the ball in front of him. Good play, Colin Robertson. Spears the hand pass to Payton. Fantastic football by Hawthorn. A goal to Payton. Wonderful football by Colin Robertson.
A close game all day. Collingwood led at the first two changes by 9 points and 4 points. Hawthorn kicked 7-4 to 4 goals 6 in the third quarter to lead by 12 points and ran out winners by 15 points. For the Hawks, Judge kicked 6 goals, and for Collingwood, Williams kicked 3 goals. And now the results of the other games, and at VFL Park, Melbourne were never in trouble against St Kilda and ran out easy winners by 38 points. For Melbourne, Cordner and Regolo each kicked 3 goals and Wilson 2, and for St Kilda, Lockett 3 and Cross 2. And 2 reports from the game, Darryl Cox of Melbourne and Cross of St Kilda reported. Geelong against Richmond at Cardinia Park, and Geelong had 43 scoring shots to Richmond's 18. The Tigers looking fairly disinterested in their centenary year, and Geelong won it by 50 points, but it could have been so much more had they